Hi guys, welcome to this week's Warlord Wednesday. There's quite a bit of news from Warlord this week. We're now less than a month away from the 75th anniversary of the D-Day landings. So the campaign D-Day Overlord book is up for pre-order, along with the longest day D-Day starter set. Also going on sale are tickets for Warlord's Open Day, which is the 20th of July. Special edition miniature is going to be made available. Brings back memories of the old games days that Games Workshop used to put on. That's beside the point. Warlord's Open Day is on Saturday, July 20th. If you're not doing anything, go, well worth it. Have a look around, see lots of stuff, meet people. Never know, maybe somebody famous there, Rick Priestley or one of the others writers and that, more likely be there. Try out some of the new games. Hopefully the new Age of Sail version of Cruel Seas will be there to demo. You never know. Anyway, so enough busy on Saturday the 20th of July. Book your Games Day ticket for Warlord and enjoy that. Also, they've got a plastic Sprue sale on. So if you go to the site, I'll put a link below to where the Sprue sale is. You're looking at paying half price for Sprues. The only problem is you don't get your bases, but your bases are on the Sprue sale as well. So you're looking at getting, as long as you don't get the box and don't get the instructions, you can get a box of infantry without the packaging, 10-11 quid, bargain. If you play Gates of Antares, there's a free campaign available to download called Raiders of Bronvar. It's a free PDF campaign. So go to the Warlord website if you play Antares and download that. It's free. Got nothing to lose. Download it, have you? And I think there's a bit of background on 5 scenarios to play through. 17 pages, I think it is. I only think it is because I've downloaded it, had a quick look through it, and it's quite good actually. So if you play Antares, that's a freebie for you. Okay, so I told you there was a lot this week from Warlord. So getting back to the 75th anniversary of D-Day, which is on the 6th of June, I am planning a large multiplayer game on the 8th of June, Saturday. That's the closest day I'm not in work as such. I've been working on some defences for the Germans. So I've done some machine gun nests, trenches, bunkers. So as I said, I've made a start on them. So what I'll do is I'll now go to the workbench and I'll show you where I'm up to with them, and hopefully I'll get them finished by next week or the week after at the latest, ready for campaign D-Day 75th anniversary. So let's go to the table now and we'll have a look at them. Okay guys, so start of my defences for Normandy. Start off with a CD. I've got one of these rolls, using the inside of a roll of masking tape or something like that, and I've cut roughly 1/2 inch strip and I've glued it to my CD. Next up we take some polystyrene. It was I put pieces of polystyrene around the edge, PVA glued them on, and when they were dry I went round with my hot wire cutter, running the wire on the cardboard and on the rim of the CD to give me a nice edge round. And then what I did then was I cover the whole thing with filler. Here's what I prepared earlier. So this is going to be a machine gun nest. So the next thing on So the next thing I want to do is I want to make some sandbags and put some sandbags around the edge. So I've had a visit to Rennie's. I've got some air dry modelling clay, so take some of that and I'll add some sandbags to this, and I'll come back tomorrow and show you that. What else I've been doing, I've started a bunker, so that's going to be a large bunker, and there's a smaller bunker. It's got the roofs to do on these, so I'm going to do another small bunker, large one, couple of machine gun nests, and also I'm doing a trench. This is the trench I've started. Basically I've got the piece of cardboard, glued a couple of strips of polystyrene down either side. I'm gluing coffee stirrers along the bottom, and I'll also glue them at the sides. Got a couple here actually. What I'll do is I'll glue them on the side like so. So maybe 3 high, I may go 4, I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. I probably will go 4. Well, this is probably going to take the longest thing for me to do, so I want to try and I'll get the rest of these in the base, hopefully the sides on, and get these bits on it. I've rounded these off at the bottom, so when I come to shape this with the hot wire cutter, I'll follow this and I'll round these off. I say this is going to be like a trench, so I'll have a bunker, trench, large bunker, another trench, another small bunker on the other end, and a couple of these machine gun pits at random places. And also, whilst I was at Rennie's, I've got a couple of strips of this like I-beam, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into lengths roughly 1 inch long and glue it across there, then glue another one on to make some hedgehogs. So I'm waiting on bases to come before I start these, so I'll probably show you these more next week. I've got bases on the way from Warlord, so that's for next week. So anyway, back to this. So I'll put the camera off now, try and get these sandbags on here, leave them overnight to go off, and see how we get on putting these on. The cocktail sticks on the base for this. Okay, so as if by magic. Okay, so I put the sandbags on, but I think they're too big, so these are now dried overnight, so I'm going to redo them, so you won't see this done with the sandbags on till next week now, because these are far too big. I think they need to be half the size of that. I used the 7mm bead, or roughly 7mm. I think I need to do roll out 5mm or 6mm and then cut that into length and see how that works, because they're far too big. So that's as far as I'm going with that. I said they're not stuck on as such. They'll come off easy enough, and I'll have to redo that. So I'll have to show you next week. But at least next week I'll have both the machine gun positions done. Onto the trench. You see I've managed to line the inside now with coffee stirrers, which took a lot longer than I thought it was going to do, and I've put slopes on the end. Now I'm not decided yet whether I'm going to just line the sides the same as the longer edges, so it makes a well, or whether I'm actually going to cut a little notch in the end so it's like an access in and out. I'm not decided yet on how I'm going to do that. But again, the same thing was done as with the machine gun nests. Once I had glued the wood in and it had gone off overnight, I got my hot wire cutter, the lip of the cardboard base and the top of the wood, and ran it along to give me a cut, fairly even bevel. Again, I'm going to cover this with filler and then add some detailing. I want to make another one of these, so I've got another one of these to do. I'm going to carry on with these two machine gun nests. So that's where I'm up to with my coastal defences for Normandy. Okay guys, so that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you next week.